If you have ever flown, you may have seen mountains, cities, or other flights flying by looking out the window. But there's also a flight that flies only over the ocean for 10 hours. That is, it sees nothing but the most desolate and silent view of the ocean. There are only a few such flight routes in the world. The most terrifying and lonely of them is a route of the South Pacific Ocean. This is where the loneliest and most remote part of the world is located, called Point Nemo. LATAM Airlines Flight 800, which goes from Australia to Chile, passes by this immense solitude. This flight passes near Point Nemo, from where the nearest land is thousands of kilometers away. Point Nemo is so far away that airplanes are instructed to stay at least 400 miles away from this location. Otherwise, it may be impossible to send a signal or get a rescue in the event of an emergency. Point Nemo is also known as the Oceanic Point of Inaccessibility, which is 2,688 kilometers from Earth in all directions. If a plane were to pass right above this point and crash, its emergency signal would not be received by any radar. There would be no ground station, no rescue team, and no landmass close enough to provide assistance. That's why late-night airlines Flight 800 had to keep a 400-mile buffer while choosing this route. And if there were an issue, the closest land would be Antarctica, and the closest humans would be the astronauts on the International Space Station. Australia's Qantas Airlines also operates its Boeing 7879 Dreamliner from Sydney to Santiago on the same route. And this route passes so close to the Antarctic coastline that if an emergency landing is needed, McMurdo Station is the last option. But this station is also not permanently inhibited. During the winter, there is a small medical unit here for only 200 people. Imagine what would happen to 300 people if a plane made an emergency landing in the middle of Antarctica. There are no hospitals, no infrastructure, and no proper support.